As a wife, if you don't submit to your husband and your children observe it, your children will become rebellious. Children are happy to see a wife disobey her husband because that gives them a cue that we too can disobey. And once that enters a house, you can't handle those children. So a wife must be in submission as an example for the children. Then it becomes easy for the children also to submit to you. Then you find out that your authority in the house is not challenged because they can see that you're not challenging daddy's authority. Because somewhere in children, they know who is in charge. He's the father. God is not a God of chaos. God is a God of order. And there must be order in the house. There must be order in the home. I heard a preacher is preaching that submission in marriage is as a result of the fall. Fall. Wives, submit to your husbands. Even as the church submit to Christ. Church submitting to Christ, is it as a result of the fall? No, that's the divine order of God. God is a God of order. Let things be done decently and in order. That's the order of God for the home. What about a home where the husband is not born again, but the wife became born again before the husband, and the husband is not loving the wife like Christ, and they are beginning to feel like, I wish I knew this before I married. I wouldn't have married this man. What do we do in such a marriage? Stop, calm down. Regret is too late now. Let's look for how to cure the problem. You don't marry, finish. You don't drop 2 children for ground. Then they say, I wish. Wish for what? Wish not. Move forward. Tell the children of Israel to go forward. 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 1. Put it up. Let's go there. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, that is, even if your husband is an unbeliever, he does not believe the gospel, so he cannot love you like Christ because he doesn't know Christ. If a man obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wife. So a woman can get her husband born again without quoting the Bible. How? Next verse. While they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear. Next verse. Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning where you sit down in the saloon from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. doing Bob Marley hair, yet you cannot pray for 1 hour. You can sit in saloon from 7 to 7, but 1 hour prayer, you'll be behaving like you have epilepsy. There's nothing wrong in plaiting the hair, but as you're spending time on plaiting the hair, spend more time in good character. Don't have beautiful hair with rotten character. You look well packaged until we come close. Then when we come close, we say, sigh! What a waste of investment. What a waste. What a waste. And what a woman. You are doing hair. Your husband is hungry. He is moving all over the house. He can't find food. He can't find anything. Meanwhile, you are supposed to prepare food. And when he talks, he says, I'm trying to be beautiful for you. Now beauty I go job. But after you give me food and you play your responsibility in the home, if you like, plait your hair till Jesus comes. Same thing with your husband. I've got to make sure I provide. I've got to make sure I give you the support, the love, and I've got to make sure I give you the protection that you deserve. Everybody play your role. And if everybody is busy minding their own role, there'll be no problem. There's only problem when you stop your own and you're pointing to my own. When you're pointing to my own, 4 fingers are pointing to you. How far? What a man. Husbands, honor your wife. Treat her gracefully. Treat her like a weak vessel. She's not a weak vessel. That is, treat her like you would treat something that is fragile. Pamper her. Make her happy. Give her TLC non-stop. Should I stop? I should fire on. Buy her gifts. Take her for shopping. Give her money for vacation. Make sure she has constant pocket money. Should I fire on? Anytime you see husband and wife quarreling, Satan is sensing something is about to happen. So he brings disharmony to stop anything from happening. So don't be ignorant of the devil's devices. Strive to live in harmony all the time. Strive to stay in love. If there's a misunderstanding, sit there and sort it. Don't go your separate ways with misunderstanding. Always resolve it, and don't let misunderstandings stay too long. Resolve it and get over it. Don't forget, you're loving as Christ. Wife, don't forget, you are submitting as it is fit in the Lord. So there should be no malice. Of course, there could be times of misunderstanding, but make sure you get over them fast. Have the mind of Christ.